Dear friends, let's give some tzedakah, especially day like today, right after Gimel Tammuz. And I'll share with you a few thoughts. The last few days, we've been focusing on the Rebbe, obviously, because of Gimel Tammuz, a special day, the Rebbe's day. Honestly, what it means, I have no words. I cannot describe what it means, Gimel Tammuz, the Rebbe's physical passing. We do find in the Torah that it says by Moshe Rabbeinu that we do not know until today the concept of the passing of Moshe Rabbeinu. It's beyond us. The same thing is also the physical passing of the Rebbe. As we said, he didn't pass away, the Gemara says, but Yaakov, Rebbe would come and make Kiddush. Really, it's beyond our understanding. For the simple reason, because we are flesh and blood, simple, physical human beings, that we relate to something concrete, we relate something to something which is here and now, and that's what we're hoping for it to be. We do expect and we do hope for Mashiach to be here and now in the physical sense, physically taking us out of exile. By the way, these walls are not prison walls, don't get scared. Physically take us out of exile, physically take us into the physical building of the Beis HaMikdash, and then we will know exactly what it is. But in the meantime, dates are important. Dates are relevant. Especially a date which is so profoundly and directly and intrinsically connected to the Rebbe, to the Tzaddik. The date itself teaches us a lot. And as we've been speaking, Gimel, meaning the third day of Tammuz. Let me focus for a moment on the meaning of the number 3. We say every morning in the services, in the prayers, that when we have two verses that seem to contradict each other, so we find a third verse that reconciles those two. In other words, the third is not a third opinion. The third is an opinion, a concept which shows how the two really do not contradict each other. To create a unanimousness, a unanimity between the two supposedly contradicting verses, the third comes and creates achdus, unity. We also find in Pirkei Avos, Histakel b'shloisha devorim, focus on 3 concepts. And the Rebbe goes on to explain in that particular Mishnah in the Pirkei Avos, in the Ethics of the Fathers, that what the Mishnah says, before going on a listing, what are these 3 things that a person should be always focused upon, where it's coming from, where it's going, and to whom he's going to have to give an account. He gives us a number because he wants us to focus on the number 3. And as we said, the number 3 is what creates unity. The number 3 is what creates a oneness within the Jewish people. A couple really becomes a one entity when there is a third, when a child or children come around. Then this couple becomes one. So Gimel Tammuz is the day where the Rebbe, just through the date, tells us and demands from us. Yes, the Rebbe is a demanding Rebbe. He's not just a dispenser of blessings, which he is. He is not just guiding force in our individual lives for all our physical and spiritual and financial and health, etc. needs, but the Rebbe is actually demanding from us. Let us look in the Torah when Moshe Rabbeinu, in the whole Devarim, before his physical passing from the world, he goes through our history, but at the same time he's demanding from us. And what is he demanding from us in the whole book of Devarim? The last book of the 5 books? He reminds us about all our obligations, the 630 mitzvahs. Because Moshe Rabbeinu, in addition to being the trustworthy shepherd and looking after all our needs, saving us, taking us out of exile, giving us food, giving us water, giving us everything, He's also the one who is elevating us in what? In getting closer to Hashem by doing our Torah mitzvahs. There's no question that if we can listen and we hear the Rebbe's words today, he tells us, Kinderlach, my children, I need you to finish the job. I need you to conclude the purpose of our generation, which is the Rebbe's generation, which we are all part of it, and reveal, welcome Mashiach into our lives. Gimel, we can do this to Achdus, to unity, to Avas Yisrael. And please Hashem, let it happen. At least today on the 4th day of Tammuz.